be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and our home team. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Check. Check. Hot. 45. Mike, 45. Check.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
25, check 25.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Let's go. Let's go, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here we go. Set. Get to Pittsburgh. He's at the 6. Bullet. Pass. You got nothing. Henry. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 58, boys. 50.
On second and a yard, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
At the 19-yard line.
Buddy up. 58 to Mike. Hey, watch. Check safety. Check safety.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
From the 17, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
The 6-yard line.
Wait. Right. He's done right.
Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Hey, box truck. Go.
Block now on first down. That is caught by Cohen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Ready?
Block now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
To try again after the sack. Block. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Wild. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Taking it about the 16. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. 45 the mic. Check Mike. Check Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing now is Locke. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First down, Chicago.
Check 26, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet shoot.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
10 Lobo. Here we go.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. That one covers 29 yards. First down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens, if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darren Lee picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's our field. It's our field. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
To throw again, Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and now it's third down.
You ready?
Check, 48's the mark. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Throwing his lock on third down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Lock going to go on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and
1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That's what I do.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down now. Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch the screen. Zoom.
Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly...
Under pressure, they got him again. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before half for Locke. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 37.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Escapes the sack. Staying on his feet. And he's going to go down again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Robinson's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Lock working out of the gun. Funchess has it complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Bears 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. It's caught. Smith. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Jackson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I'm here all day.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Chicago.
Locke now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First down, Bears.
Welcome back now here in London. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Locke now on 1st down. And Daniels has it left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. It's caught by Funches. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Locke to throw on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
58's the money. 58's the money. No game.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got him in, complete. The 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for the Ravens. 84 yards. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 14-yard line.
58 right there. He don't know no better. Check 24, check 24. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got Smith here. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd down, block. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense. Will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better. And he's into the clear. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 78 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We got this.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Past the 20. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Locke to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He finds Robinson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right.
On third down, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution.
They make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their